Hey fam, welcome to a new video. Today we are bringing up another super interesting topic. I love that one. It's actually amazing how to build integrity. Integrity is something that seems obvious for the most, but is not as simple to do it, to take it into consideration and to basically implement integrity in our daily lives. Let's dive in first about what's actually integrity. And integrity is basically the alignment between our actions and our words. I discovered integrity out of reading the book of Benjamin Franklin, his autobiography. Benjamin Franklin was one of those men who had a huge sense of integrity. He wanted to always back up his words with his actions. And it's actually that gives you a very deep sense of awareness before we speak. The reason why so many people are not practicing integrity is because when we talk about projects, when we tell others what we're going to do, even though we haven't done anything at all, we get sort of an instant gratification. We feel good. We get a reaction of people that kind of gives us encouragement. And then many times we don't have a true meaning because we already got a reward of taking action afterwards. So I remember actually that I was even doing myself that a lot. Even with my own family, I was talking about projects to my parents in order to seek approval, in order to prove them that I had sort of value and I was better than they could think about me, right? So that's a very dangerous, I would say, area, gray area in our lives. Because when we talk and talk and talk and talk, and then we feed ourselves with this kind of gratification, then we don't see the point of going or moving forward. So, guess what happened on the other way? So, stop talking to others. Don't tell others about what you are doing because when we give information, sometimes people are looking us to fail on that situation in order to point ourselves like, see, I told you. That's why it's better to not say a word, not speak at all, and basically let the work do the talk. That's actually true integrity. So when we talk less, we take action. And if we need to modify any of our actions because we think, okay, this is not for me, I tested, it was great, and so on. I learned a lesson, but then I move to something else until we find that thing that actually matches to who we are and what we want to do in life. Then, when we have discovered that, we can share with others because we have a much stronger position. But the best is actually to show people what we have achieved with our actions and not with our words, in order to inspire them, in order to afterwards help them to basically walk the path that we've been walking previously. So this is it, guys. This is how to build integrity. Remember, less talk and more action. And if you are talking a lot of things, try to analyze and scan if your actions can back up your words. If this is not happening, we have to do self reflection. We have to do a bit of work in our personal development. I was the same for almost 20 years of my life. I was just talking. And now is that I don't talk, I just execute. And when I see that I have gotten results, then I can talk to others about what my actions did. That's a very different position. So keep that in mind, build integrity, and you will see how you progress in life. And the same to others. When you see people that talk and their actions are not matching their words, do not listen. People love to have an opinion. but never listen to someone that is not where you want to go. There is no point of listening to these kind of people or paying attention. We have to listen, we have to develop a listening skill. It doesn't mean that we are going to take advice, we are going to pay attention, because if the actions of someone do not match with their words, there is no point of wasting our time with these kind of toxic people. Okay? Keep that in mind. See you in the next video.